Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Rihan and I am from Pakistan. And for the last, since video has arrived, I would say since YouTube has arrived, I have been a advocate or an evangelist for videos on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. So I want to share a story of a gentleman who I interviewed 2 years ago. I found out that he is his photo is on the front of guru.com, which is a freelancer website. And his name is Hisham Sarwar. And I approached him and I connected with him and convinced him to give me an interview on Skype. He was a little hesitant, but eventually he gave in. And then we interviewed him. And in January 2 years ago, I posted his video on my Facebook, which got a few thousand views. Then I later asked my friends at K2 TV in Pakistan to interview him, and then he was very happy that he gave interview, and all of a sudden he started coming more on video. 6 months ago, I asked him if he could actually go ahead and come live on a weekly basis on a fixed time, so that people who want to learn from him freelancing, they could actually learn from him. So he agreed, and we agreed, I think, on Wednesday 10 p.m. But for around a month or so, I have been seeing him coming more and more often, almost every day online. And I met him last week. I was so happy to see him after 2 years. And couple of days ago, 2 days ago, I saw that he was live and he was doing his thing, which is basically just goes live and he takes people in and he talks to them, and he's funny. He's he makes jokes and everything, and he was talking, and I saw that he was having 1,000 viewers live. And then yesterday again I logged in and I saw that he had 1,100 viewers live again yesterday. So that was a very interesting take, that all of a sudden he is having this phenomenal viewer base, or following, to watch his content, which is amazing. I was very happy to see that. So the case here is, what is the case? So what he's doing is he's actually promoting freelancing, entrepreneurship, and problem solving. And just by coming online and just by talking to these people, he is actually helping a lot of people, having a lot of courage, taking away their fear. So now, why is that important? I have been promoting online working since maybe 1997, 1998. I made a website called honeymakemoney.com, and there was another one called getpaid.com.pk. It was all about doing freelancing, affiliate programs, and making money online. And now there are 1.5 million people working online from Pakistan approximately, contributing as the third largest employer in the country. And what freelancing requires is basically just a computer, an internet connection, and a little bit of know-how, and that's about it. And you can do whatever you want. But more than that, I found, and my case here is to make a case today about what you can achieve by just going online and talking about it. So if, in my observation and experience, and this is my theory, that if you want to solve any problem you want, all you have to do is show up every day for half an hour and talk about it, and take any guest which is watching you and talk about that subject with them also. So that becomes, it starts multiplying, and almost anything you want to solve, you can solve this way. And eventually you will have enough people who would come in and listen to you, who would come in and solve that problem with you, or get encouraged to do that on their own also. Be it politics, be it corruption, be it whatever the problem is. So the case here I'm trying to make here is that you can now become a one-man army, a one-person army, just by using this Facebook Live function. You initially, if you don't have audience, you can post that video into different groups. which are of the same subject, and you will start finding some kind of traction automatically. You do have to be able to speak properly, you have to be able to bring in guests, and that's about it. And now, why am I making this case at this time? It's election year in Pakistan, and there are thousands of candidates, and there could be more and more candidates. So say there are 5 major parties, and if every single party had one candidate on every seat, that makes around 5,000 candidates who can just simply come online and come live and start listening to their constituencies, start listening to the people, start talking to them in their local language. And initially there would not be a lot of people, but there's a lot of, eventually they will become very, very famous, they will become very genuine, they will become very open, and the people who think they are bad will start changing their opinion, because they will actually start knowing them. They will be having one-on-one conversations, which will be recorded and used as marketing tools for others. So today I come here to a request to all the people who are activists, who are teachers, who are especially politicians, to come online, talk to your constituencies every day for half an hour, and bring them in as guests, and start talking to them about their problems. And eventually what will happen is that they will see that their problems are being solved. And they would not need to spend millions and millions of dollars on running an election. They can simply use Facebook Live for marketing their own themselves, and talking about themselves, and talking about the problems they will be solving once they're elected. So if you're listening to me, I would request you to kindly contact your politician. Take this video, post it to them, send it to them, inbox it to them, email it to them. And maybe they are in Pakistan, maybe they're wherever in the planet they are, it doesn't matter anymore, because we're no longer living in a particular country, we're living on the internet, and the audience is everywhere. That's the reason I'm making this video in English, because I earlier made it in Urdu, our language in Pakistan, and some of my American friends asked me, I don't understand what's going on, so can you please make the same thing in English? So my friends, whoever is listening, if you're not politicians, you can be a perfume seller, you can be a digital activist, you can be a activist for food, you can be a farmer, you can be a a technician, a textile industry person, whoever you are. Come online, talk to your audience, talk to your customers, and give them a platform to be heard. And all of a sudden, in a few years, you will see that your problem has been solved. So that's why I came online right now. I am thankful to all of you who watch me, who share my videos, and who think I'm worth watching and listening to, especially at this hour. Thank you all for listening. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.